and welcome to the season finale game taking place in Nebraska. Omaha Fitness 2. It's already becoming a storied venue in the league just this season. Both these teams dealt a pretty harsh hand by the teams they were battling with for this points race earlier in the day. The Gold smash out their win against the Reapers, 55-point win, a 49-point win. Captains beat the Diamonds surprisingly, and both these teams need a 50-plus point performance to get to the playoffs. So it's going to be a concerted effort. If it's a middling game, both of them lose. A close game doesn't matter. It's got to be either one side or the other has to just smash this game out for them to go to the playoffs. And it's high stakes. I mean, this is it. This is a playoff game, and it's not even about winning or losing. It's about how well you can play. So Ramsey, Scarlet, Jack have to really come together and be clean. Salazar and Somerset have to will their other guys to step up if they're not in. I'm going to give the advantage to the Scarlet Ember here. They're a more complete team. They have a better dasher. Scarlet can get going. Rutledge, when he's called upon, he can get going. Ramsey and Jack are solid, but Silverbacks have the problem with the dasher. They're always going to start one down if they can get Salazar wrangled. But if Salazar has a great defensive game, which that's his thing, it's like you have the stats. So why aren't you more of a factor in these games? Why don't you take over more things? If Salazar decides to take over this game, he can get his team to the playoffs, and that's all that it'll take. But we haven't seen that all season, so I don't really expect to see that today. But, you never know. Let's start this thing off. Captains, Burton versus Solomon. Dashers, Scoxhead versus Salazar. Let's begin this. And Scarlet Ember win the start. Jack throwing at Salazar. Salazar gets out. Somerset throwing at Burton, and Burton's out. Jack throwing at Somerset. Somerset with the catch. And Somerset throws at Rutledge. Rutledge with the catch. It's Ramsey throwing at Solomon. Solomon is out. And Carter throwing at Rutledge. Rutledge is out. Ramsey throwing at Carter. Carter's out. Tit for tat so far. As throwing at Skogstad. Skogstad out. Ramsey throwing at Assis. Assis dodges. Assis throws at Ramsey. And Ramsey catches. And the Scarlet Ember take the lead. Now, hopefully they can get some momentum. Hopefully they can get Skogstad involved. He's been quiet past couple games. Really fell flat on his face last game. Scarlet Ember win the start. Burton throwing at Salazar. Salazar out again. Somerset throwing at Burton. Burton's out. Where is Skogstad with the interception? Jack throwing at Somerset. Gets him out. They're getting their defensive guys out. Carter throwing at Rutledge. And Skogstad comes through with the interception. Jack throws at Solomon. Gets him out. And as is throwing at Rutledge. Rutledge with the catch. And the Scarlet Ember are starting to feel it. They believe all they need is a 50. That's what they need, 50 points. And, pretty much Silverbacks are out of contention. They're not going to be able to surmount a 55-point win here after being down 2 sets, especially after that quick set. Jack, good set. Skogstad got his interception. Burton had a nice throw out. So team's rolling right now. Hopefully they can build this momentum and get to their 9th straight playoff appearance. It's just ridiculous that they have this streak, and every year it's getting more and more crazy how they have to continue it. So let's see what happens here. Scarlet Ember win the start. Jack throws at Salazar. Salazar dodges this time. Somerset throws at Burton. Scoxhead tries to intercept, but Somerset's too much. Jack throws at Salazar again, gets him out. Somerset throwing at Burton, gets him out. Jack throws at Somerset, gets him out. Carter throwing at Rutledge. Rutledge can't catch it. Ramsey throwing at Solomon, gets him out. Carter throwing at Jack, and Jack is out. It's all up to Ramsey to continue the shutout. And Carter dodges. Carter throws at Ramsey, and Ramsey's out, and the Silverbacks get on the board. Carter, great set. Somerset, great set. Salazar's been effectively knocked out by the Scarlet Ember. Good game so far by Jack, but just couldn't build the momentum this time. Scarlet Ember won the 4th straight start. Jack throws at Salazar, gets him out. And Somerset throws at Burton. Burton dodges. Jack throws at Somerset, gets him out. Carter throwing at Burton. Burton, another dodge. Why are they going for him? Jack throws at Solomon, gets him out. Assis throws at Burton. Skogstad with the interception, and Jack throws at Carter, gets him out. And the Scarlet Ember, 3-1. They're trying to get back in this playoffs. They've been down for a couple games, but they're trying to build this momentum. Jack 4 for 4. He's having a great game, getting their hitters out every set. And Skogstad coming through with an interception. They're looking like they're playing back their playoff game. They're looking like they were the 5-0 team that we remember. Can they continue it now? Scarlet Ember win the start. Jack throws at Salazar. Oh, Salazar dodges. Somerset throws for Burton. Burton dodges. Skogstad throws for Salazar. Salazar with the catch. Salazar throws for Jack, gets him out. Ramsey throws at Salazar, gets him out. Somerset throwing at Burton. Burton's out. Ramsey throwing at Somerset. Somerset with the catch. Carter throws at Rutledge, gets him out. And the Silverbacks just kind of cool off the energy a little bit. They're obviously out of playoff contention at this point, but they still want to win this game. Scarlet Ember, if they can blast out these 2 sets, I think they really have a square shot at it. But it'll be close if it isn't anything but a blow up from this point on. Scarlet Ember win the start. Jack throws at Salazar. Salazar catches. Somerset throws at Skogstad, gets him out. Uh-oh. Ramsey throws at Salazar. Salazar with another catch. Salazar throws at Burton. Burton catches. So Rutledge throws at Somerset. Somerset with the catch. They're playing tough right now. Solomon throws at Burton, gets him out. Silverbacks have evened it up. I don't think we're going to see. I think the streak might be over. The streak might be over. They're playing too tough right now. Going to set 7. Salazar, Somerset. Scarlet Ember win the start. Jack throws at Somerset, gets him out. Salazar throws at Jack. Skogstad tries to intercept but can't. Jack throws at Salazar, gets him out. Carter throwing at Jack. Jack is out. Ramsey throwing at Carter. Carter's out. And Solomon throws at Ramsey. Ramsey catches. Oh, Assis catches Ramsey. Assis throws at Burton, but Burton catches. Scarlet Ember trying to win this game, but they're just not. They're not winning good enough. I mean, their last gasp here is just going to have to be an all-out assault, all-out Skogstad, Jack Ramsey, just assault. And if that doesn't happen, I promise you they're not making the playoffs. So Scarlet Ember win the start. Jack throws for Somerset, gets him out. Salazar tries to intercept. That's a big one. Carter throws at Jack. Oh, Jack is out. Ramsey throws at Somerset, gets him out. Carter throws at Ramsey. Ramsey catches. Ramsey throws at Assis, gets him out. Solomon throws at Ramsey. Ramsey catches. What is the tally? What is the tally? It has to be 50 plus. I don't think it's going to be 50 plus. They played a good game, but it wasn't great. Oh my God, this is the moment of truth. 41 index. 41 index. A good game, a solid game versus a very good opponent in the Silverbacks. 41 index. Not good enough. Jack played his butt off. Ramsey played his butt off. Skogstad didn't insert himself in this game too much. He really did. He really kind of let them down there. Burton did his thing dodging. No words. Just really no words. Go 8-3, miss the playoffs. How does that even feel? Both these teams, 8-3, miss the playoffs. How do you address your off season? How do you not see this as a successful season? But it's a competitive division. Every single set, every throw, every choice you make, who to throw at, who to dash towards, who to pick to throw the ball. I mean, every decision is tracked and calculated for points in this system. It just adds up, and you find yourself with 8 wins and 3 losses on the whole season, and you're just not even in contention. And it happened so quickly for the Scarlet Ember. Just 2 games, just reversed all their fortunes. They were heading towards a division lead, a nice secure spot in the playoffs, clinch early, and now they can win a game on the last game of the season and not even make it. They played valiant. I mean, they really did. They put together a good game. I'm actually surprised it's only 41. I thought it was going to be more like 46, 45. They put together a good game. But it just really wasn't a team effort. Participation was only at 33. Their efficiency was only 53. Um, Silverbacks, they just fall apart after Somerset and Salazar, and they did a great job of bottling up Salazar. And Somerset, he had a pretty good game, but I mean, Jack really tried his hardest. 51.6 throw average. I mean, he tried his hardest to get this thing. They got the win, but gonna be sitting at home for the first time in Jack's career. First time in anybody's recent memory of the Scarlet Ember. Cannot believe I'm saying this. When you told me I'd be saying this 2 weeks ago, I'd be like, there's no way the captains can come back. But here we have it, and this is the end of the season. On to the playoffs that feature the 4-7 gold, that feature a captain's team that came from nowhere. I mean, wow. And that's why we play the game. And we are happy you could be here. We'll see you next week in the playoffs.